Hi, welcome back to another episode of Baseball Weekly. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Tyler.
Today we're just going to kind of recap everything, it's been going on in the week through high school. High school ball still going on in the state. Legion and VF starting up, and a little bit of Pirates ball that's been going on.
Yeah. There's only, 6 teams left in the whole entire state. New York Mills being one of them. They'll take on New Life
Academy.
New Life Academy, I think, a little private school. I don't want to be the guy that goes after these private schools, but a private school playing a smaller single-A school always is tough. So I imagine that Mills will see some pretty good athletes from that place, and we'll see. I think they were 22-4 or something like that coming into the tournament. One of the teams they lost to, they've ended up beating 3 or 4 times, so they avenged that loss. Mills, of course, spotless record.
Yeah, undefeated. They've been going real well. Their last game, I think semifinals, they won on a walk-off walk.
Yep.
So pretty exciting. And of course, whoever they see in the state finals is going to be a real tough match. So it should be fun. That comes Monday, I believe. It got postponed to Monday.
Yep, at Target Field too.
We haven't really said that. Yeah, they'll be going for the perfect season and the state championship. Nothing else you can ask for. Especially for your seniors. Cooper and who are the other ones? I'm blanking.
Oh, the patron boys. There's a few of them.
And the rest of the crew, couldn't ask for a better way to go out on top. So good luck to those guys as that goes on Monday.
Yeah, pitching wise, I know Cooper, I think, threw the whole game on that Thursday game.
Yep.
And then Patron threw the whole game this last game. So, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's 4 days. Cooper, and we don't know if Coop's going to throw, but whoever's going to throw is going to have a lot of adrenaline to get him through the first and second innings, but we'll see what happens. That's the crazy thing about these state championship games is you see usually that third pitcher, and that's a complete wild card for a lot of teams.
Yeah, you never know what's going to go on, so it'll be fun to watch, fun to see what happens.
And like I said, if you need another reason to cheer for Mills other than they're right down the road and we know who's on that team, they're coming up against a little private school, and that always bugs the heck out of me when a private school down in the middle of the cities calls themselves a single-A team. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm really excited for Mills, and I hope they take care of business, I guess. Amateur ball wise, we had 2. We're sitting here at Kruger Field. It's a decent day out, but we had just got pelleted with rain early in the morning, and so we called the games. I think most of the games got called, but we played Dent Friday night, and of course that's the big 4th of July game. A lot of people look forward to that one. I guess I couldn't even call it a preview because they were missing about half their starters.
Yeah, both teams were missing a lot. We were missing 3 or 4 guys. They were missing a handful of guys too, but it was a good competitive game. Kyle Van Dyke pitched first. He went the full 9. Complete game shutout. I think he had 11 Ks, maybe a walk, and 3 hits.
I think he had 1 walk.
So he pitched tremendous, and it was a 5-0 game. So we came out the win there, and then we played Wolf Lake the next day. It's supposed to be at Wolf Lake, but we ended up playing here because of conditions at their field.
Yeah, they were pretty wet over there.
And it was kind of a quiet game, but we came out ahead 6-2 there. Ty was the winning pitcher, and then Chris Ruther and Jesse Hine also saw some time on the mound. And then we were supposed to play, but we had some rain. So next we'll play Bertha. We haven't seen them yet. They're always the top team in the league, have been for a long time with all those Reavers, and then the rest of them over there, they're a great team. That's here Friday night, I believe. So that should be an awesome game. A lot of good athletes on that team. If you guys look like watching good baseball, that'll be a fun game to go to. Bertha brings a full team.
Yeah, and another, I think back in the old days, well, I know Bluffton does it too. They have half their team is geysers. You've heard that before. Over in Dent, half their team are stalls. I've heard coaches say that the Reavers, Bertha has started, I think, 6 Reavers at once. And a handful of them are brothers. There's a couple cousins, but they're all really, really good ball players, so they're always fun to watch.
And the rest of the crew, though.
Yeah, the crew is really good.
Very talented. It's funny that they all have so many Reavers on their team.
Yep. A little bit about that Dent game. We didn't get, I think we maybe had 1 earned run. Other than that, it could have been a 1-0 game. David Stahl, he PHS graduate, he threw really well, kept us off balance. And then he brought his little brother in, and little brother pitched pretty good for a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, it was Like he said, the two brothers and their dad actually played first too, so they had some stalls playing for him,
and
which is always awesome.
Kind of a neat thing is Kyle Van Dyke, the pitcher that won that game, he coaches Brady, and he got to stand in and at bat against one of the kids that he coaches. And
first pitch beanball.
First pitch beanball.
He took it to his coach.
I think Brady's probably going to be running some polls. You can't beat your coach, but no, it was a fun game.
Yeah, and he pitched well. He
really did.
He had a good 12-6 curve, but yeah, it was a good game. And like Ty said, that was the preview. We got the big game coming up July 4th, biggest game on the schedule all the time. It's here, 7 or 7:30 start. July 4th against Dent. It's a big rival. We always get a full turnout. There's fireworks after the game. And it's just a great time of the year that we circle on our schedule and everyone looks forward to it.
I think everyone does. It seems like in December we're always talking about the July 4th game because we know all those Dent guys. It was nice seeing them again. But we know that they're going to bring a really solid team to the table. We don't know who they're going to throw, but we know it's going to be someone tough, and they're going to have a few extra arms, I'm sure, ready just in case something happens. And that's the same with us. We're going to bring the best we have, and then we'll see what happens. But if you're a Perm baseball fan, it doesn't get any better than that. It's all Perm guys.
Yeah. If you guys like baseball, I'd circle that one. That's July 4th, 7 or 7:30. We'll get that to you. But yeah, that's the funnest, best game of the year when the stands are full, the sides are full. We get everyone from in town that comes out, people who are just here at their tourists, at their cabins, who you hear about the game, they like baseball, they come watch, and then you get a treat afterwards with the fireworks.
Yeah, there's free fireworks. I'm sure the backyard will be giving away maybe some young fryers and maybe a smoked chicken if we hit a home run. We'll figure out something to do with that, but there's always, seems like some giveaways, and it's just fun. It's 4th of July. People love watching baseball on the 4th of July, and we're just lucky enough we get to do it at our home park.
Yeah. Next then would be probably the Legion VF that we haven't really talked about, VFW. Legion and VFW is just starting out. Kyle Van Dyke, who we've interviewed here before, he plays for us. He also coaches the VFW, and they're off to a hot start. Last time I checked, they're 6-0.
6-0, I think. Yep.
Had some good games. They came back in some games. They're doing real well, playing some good ball. They got a lot of arms on that team, and they got a pretty big schedule.
Yeah, I asked. Yeah, they have a huge schedule. That's what I was going to talk about. When I asked Kyle about that, he said, and he mentioned it on this program, he has the arms for it, so why not play? And that's one thing that Kyle came from Moorhead. If you're from Moorhead and you play Legion ball, don't worry about a job because you're playing baseball the whole summer. They go down to Omaha. They used to go down to California, and that's where he's coming from. So he's bringing that to the table. He's stocking up that schedule, and that's good for the kids.
Yeah,
it's absolutely great for the kids.
A great find for a coach like that he's done baseball throughout his whole career, high school all the way up to college in Jamestown, and he worked on the field and coached for Moorhead the whole time he was there. So getting someone with that experience and who's coaching the 16-year-olds where it is their time to start learning all the more movements, things about the game, because they're playing varsity next year. It's awesome to have a coach like that help guide these kids as they learn baseball a little bit more.
And the last few years, James Mulkey has been that guy, and he got moved up. I used to be the Legion coach. I stepped down this year doing a little bit with softball. So James has the Legion job. I believe it's James and Matt Bleichner. And James knows baseball. The guy, he originally from Lake Park, Audubon. I don't know which one. Sorry, James. But he was out in California. He comes back, and he brought just a bunch of knowledge back. The guy has... He's coached some of the best players. I know. I want to say Mike Stanton or I guess Giancarlo Stanton or something like that. Anyway, formerly known as Mike Stanton, he threw batting practice to the guy. I want to say Ryan Braun.
He's seen a lot of big names over in California. Of course, you see a lot of arms, bats that come through that area, highly populated. But yeah, he got to play and coach with a lot of those guys, so it's pretty cool what he brings to the Legion program.
And for those of you wondering, do they play Mills Frazee? Not necessarily. They're D1, and that's a big jump. You're talking about Fergus Falls, Moorhead, Detroit Lakes, but then Bemidji, Alexandria. And the Bemidji and Alexandria, I mean, you're talking really, really good baseball right there. Those teams are always battling at the state tournament, it seems like, and 3A. So once that summer schedule starts, Perm plays really tough competition. And I tell you what, there's Jack Stigman, he graduated last year. He pitched at BSU. He's playing, and you can have that super senior, as they call them.
Yep.
They'll come back, and the Legion teams are, I don't want to say they're better than the high school teams, but they're a little more polished. It's basically a second season, and they get a lot of games in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Well, that's kind of what we got this week for Baseball Weekly.
Yeah.
Come check us out Friday against Bertha. It'll be a great game. Keep in mind July 4th. Plenty of VFW and Legion games here throughout the week, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Good luck to the Mills team.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Monday, so take a look. If you watch this Monday, take a look, cheer on Mills, and hopefully they get that state tournament.
Yeah.
Championship, I should
Absolutely.
say. Thanks.
Well, yes, thank you. We'll see you next time.